So one of the things that's remarkable is technologies have allowed us over the past 15, 20 years to take DNA from a person, take cells from a person and look at their entire genetic makeup in one go. Literally 1,000,000 times cheaper than we could in 20 years ago. And so that's revolutionized the way we start to think about problems like medicine, many other problems as well. But in breast cancer and other cancers, it's been incredibly powerful because we can take cells from a biopsy from a tumor, and we've done this here at Hudson Alpha in collaboration with scientists at the University of Alabama in Birmingham. And you take these cells and then you look at the entire genetic makeup from a lot of different women with breast cancer. And what we can do is we can use that information very quickly.
Hey, can you hold off a minute, please?
Wait just about 10 minutes, that okay? Thanks a lot. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Genetics of women with breast cancer.
Okay.
You can take a cell.
Okay. Let me start.
Sure.
So the problem with all disease, like breast cancer, is it's not one disease. It's a bunch of different diseases, probably a dozen different ones. And so if you want to treat a woman with breast cancer, you need to treat the cause and not just the symptoms. And these incredibly powerful genomic tools allow us to look at all of the DNA, all of the genes, I should say, from a bunch of women with breast cancer in their tumors and determine what's different about each of the women compared to the other. That's how we find out that their categories are these subtypes of disease. And the reason that's so incredibly powerful is that you treat the cause of you want to treat the cause of a disease, not just the symptoms. And so if you fall into one of the categories that is due to, let's say 1/10 of women have breast cancer due to a particular set of mutations in genes, you want to treat those women with drugs that attack those genes. And so that's what we're doing here at Hudson Alpha in collaboration with scientists at cancer centers both in Birmingham and in Mobile. And it's been very, very powerful.
And why is Hudson Alpha a global leader really in this field?
Hudson Alpha was established to be a global leader in genomics and genetics. We're focused on that one area. It's a very powerful, broad area that allows you to look at all kinds of disease, every aspect of health, and frankly, every other organism on the planet too, if we want to. And so we established Hudson Alpha 6 years ago specifically to be an infrastructure and an entity where scientists and physicians from all over the world collaborate with us to try to study these big problems. And a lot of that what comes with that is a huge economy of scale from having built an institute that is devoted specifically to that.
That is really good. Dr. Mary Claire King discovered BRCA1 after 17 years of research. We need to accelerate that, and we can, correct?
Yes. So Dr. Mary Claire King did this research at a time when we barely understood how to look at genes. And this was 25 years ago or so, before the Human Genome Project even. She spent a huge amount of time doing what seems like dark age technologies now. Very, very noble at the time because she was leading the way and made a very, very important discovery. Really the first time that it was recognized that breast cancer had a genetic component. The thing that's so exciting now is the work that she did over a 17-year period literally could be done in a couple of weeks now, or even less.
And the next big breakthrough could happen?
Because of this greatly sped up technology that allows you, because this technology greatly speeds up the ability to look at all of our genes, we can move much, much, much faster than we could even 5 years ago. And that's why it's so exciting to start to apply these techniques now to problems like breast cancer in a much bigger way because we can make much faster advances.
And so we are doing this big campaign, Breakthrough Breast Cancer. How important is this campaign to Hudson Alpha and to everyone?
So Hudson Alpha is a wonderful entity that, let me start that one over. Hudson Alpha is a nonprofit research institute that has faculty members, just like in a medical school or in a university. We do research to make discoveries, and then we try to apply those discoveries both in our laboratories in the nonprofit side and with all of the companies that are associated with our campus here, 27 biotech companies, many of whom work on the same kinds of problems that we do in the nonprofit side. it is really important for Hudson Alpha, and I believe for the state of Alabama and for the world, that we grow. And what that means is that we are hoping to double our faculty over the next 5 years or so. And one of our first sets of hires will be faculty who are experts in breast cancer, breast and ovarian cancer, as well as several other cancers.
Perfect. We had talked about Beth Parsley. I'd mentioned her last night, who said, "I'm so excited. You guys have people that are trying to cure my disease." She's 35 with breast cancer. Breast cancer isn't just your mother's or your grandmother's disease anymore.
So one of the things that I find wonderful about being here at Hudson Alpha is we have very, very close connections with the community, with the state, and really with people all over the country and even the world. Not just collaborators, but people who care, everyday people who are not scientists, people who care about the problems that we're trying to solve. We do an enormous amount of outreach to make sure that we stay connected to those people in the communities because it helps both inspire us but also really understand what the problems are. So anything we can do to see these advances be put into everyday life is really, really important to us.
That is great. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's
Thank
good.
you,
All right,
Rick.
all right.
Thank you,
You're
thank you,
welcome.
thank you.